I flew business class with Lufthansa, and honestly, I thought I paid for an upgrade, but it felt more like economy class with a superiority complex. Here's everything you need to know before you spend £280 on this experience. Flying from Edinburgh to Frankfurt on an Airbus A320, I thought we'd be kicking things off in style. A bit more leg room, a slightly wider seat, maybe a hot towel to make me feel a little bit more important. Reality, let's just say it hit me harder than the turbulence. Check-in was smooth, the fast-track security, 5 minutes tops. Things were looking good. Then the Aspire Lounge. Modern, clean, decent breakfast spread, but here's where the cracks actually started showing. I needed to check my phone. It was 40% battery. Panic mode was initiated. I didn't bring a portable charger as I thought surely there'll be USB charging ports either in the lounge or in the plane. The USB ports, purely decorative. I tried a few different ones because desperation hits differently when you've got a long travel day ahead, but no luck. Toilets, let's just say business class standards stopped at the door. By the way, have you ever used an airport lounge? Did it actually make your trip better, or did you end up wishing you just grabbed a coffee and sat at the gate? Let me know in the comments. On our trip, other than the dirty bathrooms and the broken USB ports, the lounge was actually quite nice. But up next was the plane itself. And let's just say things took a turn. Boarding was like a flash mob no one rehearsed for. People were everywhere, blocking lines, and absolutely no system. Lufthansa, if you're watching this is not the premium experience we envisioned. But hey, surely the seats would be the upgrade I was waiting for. Surely, right? This is where my hopes of stretching out in comfort came crashing down. I walked on expecting a bit more space. Nothing crazy, but a seat that felt like an upgrade. What I got was economy seats, but with the middle seat empty and a vibe that said, congratulations, you now have an armrest. I was lucky I got the whole row to myself, but here's the seat issue we wish we knew before we booked. Front row, more legroom, yes, but the armrests are bolted down like Fort Knox. Want to spread out a little just to make the most of that middle seat? Rows 2 and beyond are going to be your best friends. Just don't expect a recliner. It really moves back about 2 centimeters. Basically the seats, meh. But maybe the meal would bring that business class magic. I wasn't really expecting food on this short flight, so when a tray appeared, I thought, ooh, fancy. But then silence. There was no menu, no explanation. The flight attendant placed it down like it was an explosive device and vanished. So here's what I think I ate. Some sort of chicken and bean salad with Caesar dressing, a warm bread roll, and an apple crumble cake that actually was quite decent. The drinks, I just ordered water and tea. Oh, and a Ferrero Rocher was given to us because nothing says luxury like chocolate wrapped in gold foil. The food was decent though, but what about the rest? Entertainment, Wi-Fi, charging? Spoiler, no. There was no entertainment, no Wi-Fi, no charging ports, just you, your salad, and your thoughts. If your phone dies, you better enjoy staring at the seat in front of you, or in our case, it was the wall. So should you book Lufthansa's short-haul business class for the £280 one-way price? Unless you're getting it as part of a long-haul package like I did to Australia, or you're being bankrolled by a mysterious benefactor, save that money. The seat is economy with commitment issues. The food is fine, but not business class fine. And the perks, the lounge access and legroom are nice, but you can get that in economy with an exit row and a Pret sandwich. Now that you know what short haul business class is really like, you're going to want to know how it compares to the long haul experience. Because if you don't, you could end up wasting thousands on a seat that's not worth it. We break it all down right here.